Grab your bourbon and brace yourself. Welcome to Bourbons and Blind Sides, the podcast where we pour strong drinks and unpack even stronger drama. I'm Public, joined by Bond, and we're the host with the hot takes and zero chill. Tonight we're diving into the blind sides that left us screaming, the backstabs, the fake outs, the eliminations nobody saw coming, all while we sip something smooth and brown. No confessionals needed, just real talk, real whiskey, and the kind of twists that make reality TV legendary. Pour up, folks, because the drama is about to blindside you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bond, what is
What's up?
up, man?
Crazy episode.
Crazy episode. A lot of what's been talked about and shared in the previous episodes kind of started to come to light today.
Yeah, what last week we were wondering what what he meant by double consequences and all that, and I think best case scenario of what it could have been happened tonight.
Yeah, it was double the trouble tonight.
Yeah. But they didn't have to split up into two small groups to do it.
That's true. That is true. So we get the episode started by Tiffany playing pretty well, upset, but she does a good job of masking it and just kind of not going after people immediately, not using that raw emotion and getting into people.
Yeah, it's a repeat of the last time she was blindsided.
Yeah, it was just a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, wanted to tear things up, but had to lay low.
And she's doing a really good job of this and kind of repositioning herself as the game goes on. So she's playing a pretty good game. She doesn't have Q waiter down this season. Like, their major downfall of her season was Q. Like, having that ally that wanted to self-evict every week. And then we get to Coach. He's gloating, just cannot get enough about controlling the vote, how great he is.
He said he was the ultimate shield.
The ultimate shield. And he's talking with Jonathan, and Jonathan's like, man, you need to chill out a little bit, Coach. You need to slow your roll. Like, this Coach, he's not trying to win at this point, right? I mean, he can't be.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just out here living his best life.
Out here living his best life, and he's got that feeling in his head like he's the man.
Oh yeah.
And that cuts to Jonathan, Steph, and Chrissy, and they're all talking about Coach, and they think they have Ozzy and Cirie in their back pocket. They're like, we're safe. We got Ozzy and Cirie in our back pocket.
They think.
This might come back to bite them later, and they think they're running things. Deven's, Christian, and Emily are in the middle. So this is what I don't get. Is I don't think that they understand that there's two different groups going head to head, and that Cirie and Ozzy are on the other group.
Yeah.
But it's really three groups. There's no middle. None of your group isn't as big as you think. There's three groups.
Yeah.
It's like almost two groups taking out one. There is no middle.
I think they got a false sense of where they were at by the way the vote went last week, with it being exactly the way Coach said.
Yep. He got his head big and fattened him up and came back to bite him this week.
Yep.
And then Ozzy 2.0, man. Ozzy 2.0. Like, who is this guy?
Well, he had to have his mind changed later on. We'll get to that part.
He did, but he does a good job here with Tiffany. He goes to Tiffany and says, look, I was one of the votes for you last week.
Yeah.
It was all Coach driving it. Coach, kind of laid out the game plan, and we just all kind of followed along. And he's like, but I want to offer up Coach on a silver platter. Like, I want him out of the game. And he said he's going to dragon slay his ass when he least expects it. So the Ozzy Coach beef is not done.
No. And I'll hold that thought. Let's go.
So we're getting more. The funny thing is we're getting more day one flashbacks than we are 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like this is like a 10-year beef, not just this season beef.
He's still harboring it.
And while they're going through all that, then the boat shows up to camp. That's when we find out they got to divide into 6 pairs with 13 people.
And somebody's got to sit out.
with 13 people. And this is where I don't like. They should take their shots in the dark from the camp until the vote. They should all get them. They should give them the shots in the dark when they go vote.
Oh, yeah.
Because I do not like the fact that they're using these to draw in a civil way. Like, make it dirty, make it messy, choose it a different way. This is way too. This is way too easy.
If it was, yeah, but if they didn't have them, they'd just use something else. Like they'd find rocks or something. They'd figure it out.
They probably would, but I mean, this is just, it's way too convenient for them.
It makes it easy.
It makes it a little bit easier. And so
there was like 4 people that want to put their shot in the dark in, right?
I don't know. I didn't really catch that part. I didn't know if they did everybody's. I know like Devin's was like, yeah, I want to go out there. He understood the game plan.
I think it was Deven, Stephanie, Cirie, and Chrissy, I think, were the ones that put in for it.
And then Cirie's name is drawn. So she, well, we don't know this yet, but they do a drawing and Cirie is chosen. And then the pairs are chosen. And Christian and Jonathan team up. Joe and Tiffany team up. Chrissy and Coach. Aubrey and Devens. Ozzy and Stephanie. And Rizzo and Emily. And I'm watching this episode with my wife, and I immediately say, Devens, Aubrey, Rizzo, and Emily, they're all fucked. They're not getting out of this. They're screwed.
Yeah.
And then then it cuts to after they all get their pairs, everybody on the island is paranoid that Devens is going to find the idol since Aubrey played it last night.
That's his thing. He's the idol finder.
Oh man, I love Devens, man. And so it seems like at this point Devens is number one on everybody's mouth. Like, they want Christian's group out.
Yep.
They even group them together, but they say they're the middle people. Like, they're the floaters. Middle. I still don't understand that, but it's like it's a whole ass group.
Yeah. They just don't realize where everyone's allegiance is aligned.
The actual floaters are Ozzy and Cirie.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a hand in each one of these groups, and all these groups think they're with them.
Yeah, and Rizzo even talked about wanting to be. He wants to get rid of Devens, the middle, because he wants to be the middle to kind of
like you already are.
Work his way through, yeah.
You already are. It's like Cirie. I think Rizzo is Cirie's number one, but I think Cirie has a lot more pull than Rizzo is realizing right now. He doesn't realize how deep she is in this game. Yeah. And so Coach wants Tiffany as the next target. Like, he's hell bent on Tiffany, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But he wants to attempt to smooth things out with Tiffany, is what he says.
Yeah.
And there's no Coach 2. Coach like says he's 4.0. This is just Coach. Like, this is no 0.0. You haven't learned anything because this conversation with Tiffany, I don't think it could have went worse. I don't know how.
Well, he tried to make up the story that it wasn't him that came up with the idea to get her out, and then she just point blank asked him whose it was, and he just sat there and said nothing.
He didn't say anything. And this is after Ozzy already told him that it was Coach. And she gets more information later that just confirms it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just terrible gameplay by Coach.
I think it was pretty clear the whole time, even while it was happening, that Coach was the one doing all that. Everyone was getting annoyed by it.
And you can't stand on your honor and integrity here. I mean, you have to, like, if you're going to go and have the conversation and try to smooth things out with her, and just, I guess he's hoping she doesn't ask the question, but if she asks the question, you just got to throw a name out there.
Yeah,
you got to
say something. Yeah.
Honor and integrity gets you voted out. And, the third member of the jury.
That's right.
It should have been second. Why'd they make Chrissy go first? I don't understand.
I don't know how they picked that alphabetical order, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. H comes before O.
Yeah.
And then, so Tiffany asked who it was. He won't tell her. And then we get to the twist. So double duo twist. So they win or lose as a pair.
Mm-hmm.
And they vote for a pair. But individually, they vote for a pair. I didn't at first when he said this, I thought they both had to agree on who to vote for.
I did too. Yeah. I was like, well, this is going to cause problems because some of them aren't going to agree.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But he explains it afterwards that they all have their individual vote, but they can only vote for a pair of people, and then the pair voted out. So I don't know. Like he says, vote for a pair, and then he said pair voted out. So I mean, like he could have really killed some of the confusion if he just said, that you vote for one pair instead of making the statement twice, pretty much. And then he says Cirie is going to Exile Island, and she is safe from the vote. And
as
she's
expected.
taken off on the boat. And so you got 3 pairs. So it's a 2-round challenge. There's 3 pairs to the final round. So the top 3 advance to the final round. And the final round is a table maze, which is at this point, like at the beginning, I was like, man, this is Ozzy and Stephanie are like the dream pair here. They're going to win anything. And then it was like, okay, it's kind of a puzzle thing at the end. It gives you more of a chance. And they're also playing for a reward, which is spaghetti, wine and juice, and tiramisu. And I'm glad you guys cannot see my notes because I have no idea how to spell tiramisu.
I'm not even gonna try.
from backwoods, Oklahoma. I have no idea how that's spelled. I don't have much tiramisu down here. So every twist. And then he just goes on about this is the biggest twist of Survivor 50. Is this every week we're going to hear this? Every twist this season is the biggest twist in the history of Survivor.
Oh, I know. I'm convinced. All these things they picked before there was even a vote. I don't even know if they counted votes. They just had people do it for nothing.
They probably didn't. Yeah. And we'll get to the challenge
fans, right?
In the hands of the fans. And we get to the challenge, and evidently Coach needs basketball coaching because every other team is just cruising through it to the first part, and Coach can't shoot a hoop to save his life.
Can't even get it in there to try to run across and catch it. It's like, what is he? Some of them weren't even close. Like he airballed.
No, they weren't. They were awful. Even Aubrey got hers in pretty quickly compared to Coach. And,
I think everybody did. I think he was the only one that had any kind of trouble with it.
I think so. And then so Joe and Tiffany, though, they're off to a really early lead. And then Jonathan and Christian coming in second. And everyone else is kind of a close third after Coach finally makes his shot. But Emily and Rizzo are dead last, of course, because it's Emily and Rizzo. Whatever else. That was an easy one to pick that they weren't going to do very well at this challenge. Or I don't know. Like, were they just the last ones to pick a pair?
I don't know how that worked.
I didn't really see this part.
I think so because remember Rizzo asked Christian if he was paired up yet, and he was. So I think they were probably the last 2.
And so we get to it, and then Stephanie and Ozzy, like they're really far behind at the beginning, and then they just catch right back up, get right on Joe and Tiffany's heels. They're the third ones to the platform, but they finished second, right behind Joe and Tiffany, who just steamrolled through this whole first part.
They flew through that whole first part.
And then it turns into a battle between Devens and Emily and Christian, or not Devens and Emily. It's Devens and Aubrey. Sorry, and Christian and Jonathan. And I was like, I was really surprised that Devens and Aubrey were here because I thought they were toast at the beginning too.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd make it to the next round at all.
And how many times this season has Christian been in position to get a win on like a puzzle type theme situation and then blew it for his team?
Yeah, it's becoming a theme.
Because they were there before Stephanie and Ozzy.
Yeah.
At this part, and not long after Joe and Tiffany, and they get passed not only by Stephanie and Ozzy, but Emily and Christian. Or not Emily. It's
Jonathan.
Devens and Aubrey. Devens and Aubrey ended up catching them and passing them as well.
Yeah, and I couldn't really tell what the problem was, like where the issue was, why they were going so slow on this part. Was he not able to communicate what piece he wanted, or?
Yeah, I think so, because it's like we talked about whenever they were doing the call when Christian was the caller.
Yeah.
Like he just operates at a higher brain capacity. I think he just had trouble telling Jonathan exactly what pieces he needed. He was explaining it in a way that he would understand.
Yeah.
Not Jonathan. And I think that's kind of where he's so damn intelligent But it comes back to bite him in these situations when he's got to explain something to somebody else.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next challenge where they have to get a ball out of a cage, like in tandem with 2 sticks, and then they got to do the puzzle maze. They're the table maze.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, like Devens and Aubrey, it's like they practiced this for years.
Yeah, they
were on this. They were on the same wavelength. They just dominated the very first part.
It looked hard too because it's just a flat surface. The end of the stick, just flat.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't have any kind of lip on it or anything. So it looked hard, but especially when you see Joe and Tiffany doing it.
Yeah, Joe and Tiffany really struggled at this part. Yeah. And Stephanie and Ozzy struggled for a little bit. I think Aubrey's and Devon's like dropped once at the very beginning, and then they just stormed. They brought it all the way to the top. And so they get to the table maze first, and Stephanie and Ozzy get to the table maze probably, I don't know time frame, but it was quite a bit after them. They were already halfway down the board by the time Stephanie and Ozzy get there.
Yeah.
And both teams are well towards the end of the board on their first try by the time Joe and Tiffany finally make it out of the cage.
At this point, it's not looking good at all for Tiffany and Joe.
Not at all. But as soon as Tiffany and Joe get to the board, they both fall.
Yeah, exactly.
They both lose their ball, and so they're all at the same spot.
Everybody's even.
And so Joe and Tiffany, they get to the maze last, but they end up getting both their balls just before Stephanie and Ozzy, and they get immunity and the reward.
Yeah, Stephanie and Ozzy, they got their ball all the way to the end, and it fell off the back. So they were right there.
Yeah, that was their first ball.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, and then so they had to get the first one again. But I think they had one up by the time Joe and Tiffany got their second up.
Yeah.
I don't think Devens and Aubrey got a single ball in the hole, did they?
No, they didn't. I don't even think they got to the end of it.
And so then Jeff explains it a little more. Idols and shots in the dark apply to both pairs. My mind immediately goes to Aubrey. And
yeah,
I was like,
shit.
Man,
held on to that.
We got forced into playing it last week, and this is your chance to keep our boy Devin safe.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing, Aubrey?
Right.
And then he says that each person votes individually. And so I think everybody kind of lets out a sigh of relief whenever, it's kind of better explained here, that each of their votes would be individual.
Yep.
And then we get Exile Island, Cirie on Exile Island. This is kind of what who was on Exile Island? They used this excuse kind of where they had to move so many coconuts to one side. Remember that?
Yeah. Who was that?
Was it Mike?
Might have been.
Or that they got to keep their vote, or was it Colby? I can't remember. It was one of them that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
They were trying to explain. Yeah. I don't think it was Colby because it was somebody that got an advantage and wanted to explain that how he didn't get an advantage.
Yeah.
But so it's a beach lined with coconuts. As before Cirie even gets there, you can see that. And then she has to earn her vote by finding a coconut with a phoenix out of 2,000 coconuts on the island. She either gets to earn her vote and go to tribal, or if she doesn't find it within the allotted time, she stays on exile.
Yeah, this is pretty huge because, like when Ozzy was on exile, even though he got what he got the reward, he still had to stay on exile, right?
Yeah, but he was out there with what's his name?
Oh, with Rizzo. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they were immune, and then they just didn't vote.
Then they stayed there.
There weren't really any negative consequences.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was cool that she had to earn it, even though once they got into the competition, like I figured the coconut would be turned over, like with the phoenix hiding. The phoenix was in plain sight. She doesn't know this either. She's turning them over. She's got the same mindset that I do. Yeah. But I mean, if you would just walk the beach for 5 minutes, you would have found it because it's right side up.
I was like, was this thing too easy or what? There's a giant gold bird on the a shiny one at that.
And the camera is panned into it the whole time. Like the camera keeps panning into it. So I mean, just gotta focus on the camera, Cirie. But hey, at the same time, like you think it's gonna be turned over, like you're gonna have to turn them over.
Yeah.
I was in the same mindset that she was. So I mean, I understand.
Well, we have to get a story about how she's overcoming something in a challenge again.
We didn't get the get off the couch story though.
No, we didn't.
She didn't get up off her couch. We got
to see the big flashback of her making it all the way across a beam like it was a pit of fire.
Yeah, and then the Eric vote was Eric, right?
Eric stuck with the idol.
Oh,
they gave away his idol, I should say, or his immunity necklace.
His immunity, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so she starts off the challenge, and man, it's sun beaming down. I definitely get this. Like, she's getting overwhelmed and like needs to stop, take a break, take a drink of water. No idea how much time's passed at this point, how close she is. But like you said, she goes into her sob stories. We don't get any of the get off the couch though. I was surprised.
Yeah.
And then walking around, and she finally comes across the golden coconut.
There it is, right there.
So she gets to keep her vote and go back to the beach. And so at this point, like, are you with me? Are you wanting Devens to stay?
Yeah.
At this point,
so we know it's between Devens and Coach, right? So
we kind of had that feeling it was going that way.
I like them both for entertainment value, but I was leaning on the side of I feel like Coach has kind of already gone through all his shtick, so we'll keep Devens because he's got a little more variety.
Yeah, definitely. And then so at this point, I'm thinking that this might actually be bad for Devens because I thought that Cirie would go after that group. And so we get back to the camp, and Emily. It starts off with Emily going to Ozzy, saying, I want to get Coach out.
Yeah.
And then Ozzy, I mean, you're speaking Ozzy's language. He's all down. He's all for it. But then he goes to Rizzo. Rizzo's like, no, then the floaters would have control.
Yeah.
And he wants Devens and Aubrey, and like you said, so he can be the middle. So he can be the floater. And so Ozzy, not really thinking on his own, is like, okay, yeah, I kind of see that. And it seems like Devens and Aubrey are in big trouble now.
Yeah,
kind of how they had me feeling at this point.
Looked like they were toast.
And then Tiffany and Joe at the reward, I'm like, oh yeah, Tiffany, like she's not gonna want to vote Aubrey out. No. Nope.
Yeah.
Her and Joe start having a conversation. And Joe admits to putting the vote on Tiffany.
Yep, came clean.
Even says that Coach was the one that lined up the votes, disregarding what Coach had told Tiffany earlier. Like, he didn't do it, but wouldn't name the person. Yeah. So this has to just confirm to Tiffany, like,
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I want Coach out. But whenever he mentions Devens and Aubrey, she's like, it makes sense to her too. She's like, yeah, let's take out the middle players of the game, and then we can get Coach later.
Yeah, she's basically saying that getting rid of Coach and Chrissy right now is kind of a waste.
Yeah,
like they can be got. We can get them anytime.
Which I kind of agree with.
I definitely agree with that.
Individually, because Coach isn't good at challenges, and he's not going to wear that immunity idol too often.
No, never. And he'll keep annoying people, so people are going to want him out. He's not going to the end.
Not going to the end. Unless there's a haiku competition for an immunity idol.
That's the only way he
might win that one.
They're just coming up with a haiku, although he struggled with his tonight.
He got it at the end. And then so Joe gets it back on Devens and Aubrey, and then we go back to the beach, and no, wait. So we get where am I at? Okay, so we get to Chrissy
talks about targeting Rizzo. Yeah.
Chrissy floats Rizzo to Aubrey and Devens.
Yeah.
And at this point, wanting Devens to stay, I'm like, guys, you got to take this information. You got to know that this is the other vote. Like, you're not going to get Rizzo out. You got to use this to get the other team that already has flack on them. And I was like, are they going to use this? And then this is after Chrissy makes Coach. She's like, you got to calm down. You stay at camp. You don't leave the hammock.
Yeah.
I got this type thing. And she makes Coach lay low while she goes out and does all the work.
Yeah. And she was a Dragon Slayer whisperer.
and she's burning fires right now. And so then coach is in the haiku. Coach is in the hammock doing haikus all by himself.
Got to get those right.
It cuts to Rizzo saying, "Oh, Cirie's back. There's the boat. Cirie's back." And Christian, it cuts to Christian. Christian's like, "The cavalry is back." She's like, "I need this. I need her to get the votes off of Deven's, and I feel a lot more comfortable with her." And I'm like, "I don't know if you know what you're talking about, Christian."
Yeah.
And immediately, Cirie and Ozzy have a conversation, and I'm like, "You know what you're talking about, Christian?"
Yeah.
Because Ozzy goes to her and is like, we want to get out the floaters and not the other people. She's like, "No, Coach is way too dangerous in this game, and if you leave Coach and Chrissy in the game, they're going to end up making it to the end because it's always going to be, we'll get them next time."
Yeah. Which I disagree with what she was saying, because she's like, "When are we ever going to get another chance to take out Coach and Chrissy?" And I'm thinking to myself, any tribal you want, they're not gonna have immunity.
Well, I think she was meaning at once.
Yeah.
This was a two birds with one stone.
Yeah. Well, when are you get a chance to get Aubrey and Deven's at once, or any other of them at once? This is probably the only time.
That's true. I don't think people think as highly. Like, they want Deven's gone because they're scared of him finding idols. I think Aubrey was just collateral damage. I don't think Aubrey's on anybody's radar right now.
No,
I think she was just the tag along with Deven's. Like, oh, you're getting Deven's and you're getting Aubrey too.
Yeah, once you got rid of her idol, no one really was worried about her.
Yeah. And so I mean, I think Aubrey's in a lot better spot than she was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she'll float a little longer.
And so then Cirie ends up getting Ozzy to see it her way, and he's like, "Thank God she came back, because I was going to vote out the wrong people."
He's like, "Yeah, what'd he say? I would look like a real dummy."
This is how influential Cirie is, man.
I know.
She's just like, I'm waiting for the week whenever somebody realizes, like, it's just going to dawn on them, we got to get Cirie out. And hopefully in her instance, for her, it's not too late, or it's not too early, because it's looking like it might be too late before anybody realizes that.
Yeah.
And so then you get Chrissy doing Aubrey and Deven's work for them. What Aubrey and Deven should have done is go to Cirie with this information, or go to Rizzo with this information, but they go directly. Like, this is how nobody knows that Cirie and Rizzo are like that tight right now, and this is like they're dominating this game right now, which is how close they are, and nobody knowing it. It's what Deven's and Christian wanted to be.
Yeah.
The super pair. And so she immediately goes to Rizzo, but this is what I don't get. So Cirie and Rizzo, they don't want to burn Joe.
Right.
Like, this is, I'm not quite understanding this, and thinking that, I don't know why they thought they could get Joe on board at this point. Like, where was your head at here whenever Cirie? I didn't think that was going to be a hill that she would die on, wanting to get Joe.
Yeah, I wasn't really following the logic there on why they were trying that.
Because you take out Coach, and then who does Joe have?
Only
like,
Tiffany.
It's not like
now.
Joe's gonna, huh?
Only Tiffany now.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But I mean.
But that's it. I mean, that's just them too,
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, she's not going to really piss anybody off by this, but by not bringing in Joe. But I mean, just her social game. It's how it works. I'm sure it's going to come back later.
Yeah.
How she's not in any fire for it.
Yeah.
So then it's starting to look bad again for Deven's, and then it's like, where the fuck is Emily right now? Like, Emily, get out here and cause chaos like you do every week. It seems like at this point, like, we're missing our Emily to save the tribal, because it kind of seems like it's going to be Deven's and Aubrey at this point, to me.
No one told her a secret to run around with, so she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I think they might be learning. They might be learning. So then we get to tribal. And on the way to tribal, it cuts to Deven, or before they go to tribal, Deven's is like, "Yeah, I mean, I got something up my sleeve here. I planted that fake idol back in week 2.
Yeah.
And I might have to come into play tonight."
I can't believe it.
And then that's what he says before they get and then it goes to tribal, like Coach singing his Dragon Slayer melody in the hammock. Oh yeah, coach. And then get to tribal, and he does it. What we've been waiting on. We're wondering how it was going to come into play. Devens gets up and gets his fake idol, and he actually plays this brilliantly. Like this whole thing, the whole plan, as silly as it was, whenever Christian falling down, creating the diversion, them hiding it, we're like, what? This is entertaining now, but it's never going to work. We both said it at the time. There's no way this works.
Yeah, back then we said this is all nothing's going to come of this at all. But here we are.
We could not have been more wrong. There, like it immediately, as soon as Devens grabs it, and everybody's just so scared of the Devens legend. Even Rizzo's like, man, you are the man, Rick Devens. Like sticks, like starts fanboying, and everybody's going into chaos with the tribal whispers. I love good old tribal conversations.
Yeah, live tribals. And Jeff was like, did we just have a fanboy moment?
Talking about Rizzo. Yeah. And it definitely was.
Oh, that's what
like
it was.
It's really going to be a fanboy moment when he gets to go back and watch the episode. He's like,
I know.
Holy crap! He's going to love it.
I don't know how Christian was keeping a straight face this whole time when he went and grabbed the idol.
Yeah, they were trying to talk to him. He was like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, because they were trying to ask him if it was real. It's like, I have no
idea. and then Stephanie was like, go ask him to show it to us. He's like, I don't want to be any part of that. He's like, you want me to do it? No, I'm not doing that.
And then, so tribals and chaos. We're having the live tribal. Whispers everywhere. Not knowing really what's going to happen here. But then you get to the coach. We have one final coachism. Jeff gives him the opportunity to speak, and he goes on about something I'm not even going to write down because it's just let off the wall.
Yeah. Did you see Emily's face when he was like, can I say a quote without everyone moaning about it or something like that? They go to Emily's, she just rolls her eyes real hard.
She's so done with Coach. And then we get to the votes. And after the votes, ask if anybody's going to play an advantage or a shot in the dark. Everybody's looking at Devens, but it's not Devens that gets up. It's Coach.
Coach playing that shot in the dark.
Playing a shot in the dark. And at this point, I'm like, oh, Devens really has life. And just need that thing to say not safe. And it did. Not safe. Coach and Chrissy are not safe. And Coach and Chrissy end up getting voted out.
I don't know why. I had a feeling that shot in the dark was going to say safe. I don't know when he was walking up there, I was like, oh, this is going to be safe.
I was too, but I think they're really honest about those. I think they just kind of do it, honestly, because there's so many times in the past where it's could have came back and you could have been like, oh man, that's definitely production interference. But you don't see it with Survivor a whole lot. So
yeah, it'd be easy on that one because there's no way to know.
Yeah, no way to know. And it worked out well for us because we get at least one more week at Devens.
Yep.
It might turn into more. Stephanie seemed really pissed going back to camp in the preview for next week. And so it really seems like Christian's group's in trouble. And I don't know that doesn't start slanting more to Christian and Emily over Devens. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it kind of seemed like Emily was catching some heat in that preview for next week too. I think what was it, Tiffany talking about flip-flopping back and forth? I think she was talking about Emily.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. But yeah, I think this might start sliding a little bit more to Christian and Emily, because I think people are going to have this false sense of. I'm sure Christian just needs some one-on-one puzzles. That's what he needs. He needs nothing with no communication where he can just do it himself. Because
do not try to tell anyone else how to do the puzzle. Just do your own.
Yep, that's what he needs. Any other takeaways from this episode?
No, I mean, other than it was a twist we haven't seen before that I really enjoyed. I liked how it unfolded, how the whole idea of the whole thing. It was cool. Kept everyone in the same group voting, but with a little twist on how to get two people out.
Absolutely. And so, like, we're wondering how they were going to get through it so quick, and they got through it pretty quick.
Doing it.
What, 5 people or 6 people in the last 2 weeks. So
yeah,
it's good pace here. So we're not going to be a 35 episode season.
No. Although I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, it's been a very, very Survivor 50 living up to the hype.
Oh yeah, definitely living up to the hype.
All right, we'll talk some House of Villains.
This is the second to last time we get to talk about House of Villains.
What do they call it? The penultimate episode?
Penultimate episode. Yep.
Yeah. So it picks up from the prior cliffhanger with Kate deciding between Tom and Christine, and she takes out Sandoval.
Joel wasn't ready. She just hit the button.
He asked Tom, "You got any words? Any parting words before we banish you?"
Back.
And then she says, "Tom, you say you've been trying so hard and putting your all into this game, and you've proven that. But even when you do your best, my bare minimum still beats you."
Yeah, that was great.
And then she gets rid of Tom, and now Tyson is all alone.
It's not looking good for our boy. He's got to. I mean, I always like Tyson.
I always like Tyson too. We'll talk more about it at the end of the recap. But so Tyson's like, oh, bound to get revenge, frustrated. You know, him in New York, kind of. He's like no, going to this next banishment, it's got to be us, or we're in real trouble.
Yeah. If he doesn't win, well, we know New York's not going to win Supervillain because she hasn't in her entire House of Villains career. So
I think some by design.
Yeah.
Some by design. New York knows she's on a TV show. That girl is smarter than she plays on. I think she's more aware. I think next week's the finale. We might get New York out of the house if she wins.
Maybe.
She's going to come back to defend her championship. I don't know, but
I think she's here till she wins.
I think she's in a good position.
Yeah.
So then, like at this point, I mean, Tyson has a shot. It's not a real shot. And then they give the competition and the rules of the competition and the fact that there will only be 2 nominees, no opportunity to save yourself, and Tyson gets fucked.
Yeah.
At this point.
As soon as we knew the rules of the game, we all knew, including Tyson, that he had absolutely 0 shot of winning this.
0 shot of winning this, and then 0 shot of staying because he has no redemption challenge. So I mean, this is for a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't understand the concept. I kind of get Tyson's gripe here. Like, you can do this. I don't mind the sabotage challenges, but to have no way at all to save yourself this week, have them both on the same week, I don't like that.
Yeah,
you should always have a redemption when they have a challenge like this.
I think you need to have the sabotage challenges when you have more people in the house. It works out better that way. Because now
it can kind of work out both ways, but you definitely need to have like a way to get off. I mean, can you imagine if Big Brother did this?
The internet would break.
They would break. They would go nuts. Like, like this is brutal. This is like a true backdoor situation in Big Brother. So Tyson pretty much immediately gets his cup filled, as everybody would expect. So the object of this game, I don't think we explained that, is to go across pretty much like a little bitty pool filled with soap bubbles.
Yep. Foam party.
From one side or the other with venom in your mouth, not real venom, probably Mountain Dew, and then spit it to somebody's cup on the other side.
What Joel say something about LA City water?
Yeah. And so everybody sabotages Tyson. Everybody's spitting in his cup while he's spitting in him and New York are spitting in Kate's cup. So it's like 4 against 2, and Kate's cup almost fills up faster than Tyson's.
I know,
because Tyson's just beasting through the comp. That's why they're trying to get him out, rightfully so. But then not long after, Kate follows, and then New York and it's down to Drita, who has nothing in her cup. Paul's cup is about halfway full, and Christine's probably less than half of what Paul's is.
Yeah.
And Paul's just kind of like throwing his hands in the air, like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the strategy here? And Drita comes off with the I don't care, like whoever wins or something like that. Let's just finish it out, have fun. Let's just finish it out, have fun.
Yeah.
What I forgot to bring up through this is at the beginning of the episode, Drita's daughter is graduating. So even as soon as they get back from the Tom banishment, she's in a pissed off mood because she's missing the graduation. Yep. She's a mob wife. Like she's got a bad attitude before they even do any of this.
Yep. Youngest daughter graduating high school, and she can't be there.
And she can't be there because she's trying to win the 200,000. And so she says she doesn't care. And then Christine's like, make them all even. So that's what her and Paul begin to do. They say they're bringing Drita's cup even with, at least Christine's cup. And they do that, and then Drita starts getting pissed. She's like, wait, why are you guys teaming up on me? Yeah, she didn't like that at all.
Nope.
And then gets Kate on her side during the challenge. Like, yeah, they're both going for her. Why are y'all teaming up on her? And then so they end up filling Paul's cup up next, and then Drita and Christine are pretty much tied. But then Christine goes beast mode at the end.
Who knew?
Where'd this come from?
Challenge beast.
She's definitely a spitter. Definitely. I think at the end, even Joe's like, "Are you going to swallow that now?" Can't remember who he said it to, but
I think it was.
Yeah, Christine comes back and wins the challenge, and she is the supervillain.
This is her first one, right?
Yes, it is her first one.
She was saving it till the end.
Saving it till the end. One of the most important ones, and kind of gets a little drunk with power this episode.
She tried to play Big Brother double eviction night because they got back to the house and she was like, all right, so do we set up some meetings or what?
It's like meetings. Like your part in this week is already over. You have no vote. You can't even break a tie.
They're like, you have no power anymore. And she's like, oh, okay.
And then
all this time, she still doesn't know how the game works.
I think she's a little smarter than she lets on. I think she plays a lot stupider.
Yeah, probably. That's what Kate said. Kate's like, I don't know if she's really stupid or really smart.
I think she's playing into it. I think you can kind of see it at some points. Like I think she knows a little bit more. I think she's kind of in that New York boat, except she's playing way dumber than New York.
Yeah.
New York's at least dumb entertaining. Like she says stuff that she knows is dumb.
Yeah.
And it's going to be entertaining as hell.
Yeah. She just starts attacking people for no reason.
And then so it seems an obvious at this point, obvious nomination of Tyson in New York. Like, hands down, hands clean, wipe your hands. Christine's happy. And then Drita comes in pissed and coming at Paul and Christine saying, why did you guys do this? Why'd y'all team up on me? Thought we were a team, and this and that. And so Christine's kind of taking it from Drita, like she's kind of upset, like, why can't my friend be happy for me that I won Supervillain? But she's not really getting mad until Kate jumps in.
Yeah. The instigator.
Kate just kind of agrees with what Drita's saying and just trying to get, I don't even think Drita's here at this point. She's just trying to get them to kind of see where Drita was there, but she was trying to see where they were coming from.
Yeah.
And then Christine just loses it. Okay. Just like, get out of here. You have nothing to do with this. Don't tell me I was wrong.
She went full mob wives.
No, that was Christine.
Christine, yeah.
Yeah, Christine got mad at Kate, and then this is where like, does Tyson have a chance this week?
It started to look like it.
Started to look like it because she's still not quite as pissed off with Drita. I didn't really see her putting up Drita.
Yeah.
But she was really, really angry with Christine. Or not Christine, but
with Kate. Yeah.
And so it's like maybe she just puts up Kate in New York, and then, you know, Tyson has a chance of staying. And then Tyson again starts, like, he pretty much knows his time is done. Turns up the heat in the house again, which is what Kate brings up later is the reason that she found the diary in the first place.
Yeah, if he never would have done that, she never would have found that book.
So he's sabotaging again. Drita shows Drita going back to turn it back down. She's like, it was on 80. Who set it to 80?
And then they show Tyson under his blanket snoring. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like, how could you be sleeping in that? Like,
no way.
I guess, you know, as much time as he spent on Survivor, that's probably
it doesn't matter.
Vacation for him in that house.
Yeah. Jeez.
And then so then after nominations, they get to nominations, and Christine nominates Kate and Tyson for the hit list.
It was Kate first, right?
It was Kate first.
Yeah.
And she said, she kind of made the remark, and I kind of agree with her on this, if you would have came to me sooner, then, you know, been more forthcoming sooner, then, you know, we might have had a chance to work together.
Yeah.
She ends up putting up Tyson as the second nominee. And this is just where, like, his game wasn't good this season.
Yeah.
To me, like, he got screwed at the end, yes, but like he stuck with Tom the whole game. And then like he was never really serious with anybody else until New York kind of fell into his lap.
Yeah.
Like New York latched onto Tyson before like Tyson really reeled her in.
Literally latched on.
He didn't do a good job with everybody else. He tried to play too broad, paint too broad of a stroke.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like, he was full-fledged Tyson, like with the ego, like the things that we love on the podcast and in the confessionals.
Yeah.
Like he did that in the house.
Yeah.
Like nonstop.
He was playing a full-on Survivor game on House of Villains, and that just doesn't really work.
Yep. And you know, it's hard to win like that, man. It's hard to win like that, especially in a game that's not, you know, like a survivor based where you can just kind of comp beast your way in to the end.
Yeah, the competitions are so random that you can't just win them all, you know, on the way to cruise to the end.
Although, like you said, if they were filling up their own cup,
he would have won hands down. If that's what it was. We would have been talking about, man, this thing was tailor made for Tyson. They must have wanted him to keep him around. Now we're talking about they must have wanted him gone because of the way it was.
It'd be, you know what we need? We need like the Big Brother slip and slide challenge.
Yes.
With like some of the greats in that game.
Yeah.
Just get them all together. Get, you know, Fessy, and then who was it? Didn't Mark beast that on season 19? Like just absolutely destroy it.
Yeah.
And then just get some of the best to ever do it. And then put Tyson in there too. I'd like to see how Tyson fared against some guys.
Yeah, he'd do good, I think.
Be fun to watch. But I don't think when's the last time they did slip and slide in Big Brother?
It's been a few seasons, I think.
The price of baby oil, P. Diddy drove it. They can't afford to do that.
Maybe now
the slip and slide challenge.
Maybe now that he's not buying it all up, they can bring it back.
Maybe they'll just, you know, maybe they can get where the trial take place. Was it in LA? Maybe they can get the prosecutor. Like, can we use all that baby oil for?
Maybe they could take it from all the stuff they confiscated and get it donated.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Take all the evidence. What are you guys gonna do? No, you don't need all that evidence anymore, right?
You guys process it, right? Yeah, just send it on over here. We need that for a challenge.
Bring back the slip and slide comp. And then, so then after the hit list, Joe tells them they only have 30 minutes to, you know, sway the votes.
Quick turnaround.
No redemption challenge, only 30 minutes. So once again, really looking bad for Tyson. He's only got 30 minutes to get these people on his side.
He could have he could have had 30 days. I don't think it would have mattered in this point.
And he has to keep trying to go to Paul. And I know that he knows that there's probably no hope with Paul.
Yeah.
He's tried on Paul all season, and like immediately, like they work together 1 week, and then it's always been kind of going at each other.
No chance.
No chance. And then get to the banishment ceremony, and the only thing surprising here was the vote was unanimous.
Yeah, New York voted for Tyson out. Which she
actually showed how smart she was, how intelligent she is.
Well, she was like, Kate's never voted for or never put me up. I'm like, well, neither has Tyson. So
yeah, I mean, but I think New York knows that there's like she definitely could have been. She should have been that third nominee last week because she was their third ally, and so I think that did Kate a lot of. I mean, it wouldn't matter because it's just one vote, and Tyson would have gone it anyway. But I think she just kind of wanted to.
Kind of shows the other that she's sticking with them, I guess, or makes them think that.
And so I mean, good on them. Good on them. At the final next week.
Yeah, and I can't remember how it plays out. Like there's I think one more challenge, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And another vote. How many's left? 5?
5 left.
Yeah.
So Drita, New York, Paul, Christine, and Kate.
So I think they have to get rid of 2, right? Because isn't the finals 3 of them?
The finals is 3. I was either 3 or 2. I don't remember exactly how it is.
So we're gonna have to get rid of 2.
Yeah, that's if it's final 3. I don't really remember.
I think it is because I remember when Wes was in the final, he had to beg. Did Jesse make him beg to him? And there was someone else standing up there too, I think.
Oh yeah. And then Jesse went against it anyway. I think I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what happened,
but I'm pretty sure there was 3 up there. So I don't. Yeah, we'll get rid of 2 somehow and pick a winner. Everyone's coming back.
Everyone's coming back.
Ashley has recovered from the gonorrhea. So she's coming back too.
Yep. And then who's your favorite to win?
I kind of think Kate.
Who do you want to win, and who do you think has the best? Let's do that.
I want either Kate or New York, just because. Well, first of all, they're both hilarious, and New York's done this 3 times. Let's get her a win, and I just like Kate, so I'd like her to win it. But who do I think? I think Kate has the best shot if she's there with who's on the jury.
I don't think she has any shot.
No? Because a lot of those people that went home.
But it's not how they.
Side, right?
No. She sent most of them home because she was Supervillain the most. And then
that's right.
Tyson, who just went home, can't stand her. And, that's what these games have come to. I wish they would take more pride in this stuff. So what we get with like Big Brother. I hate bitter juries. Like you sent me home. Don't recognize that you played a better game. I hate any season that ends with a bitter jury. And every year in this game especially, we've had the bitter jury syndrome. I don't know how to solve it.
I feel like Tyson would not do that though, because he's more of a game player.
He is more of a game player, but she was so hard after him. It's like she didn't do herself any favors in that regard. Just because like how anti Tom and Tyson she was like the whole second half of the season.
Yeah.
Like she
everyone
pretty much into those 2.
Everyone was anti Tom and Tyson, so
but she was the most aggressive by far.
But she could maybe
she kind of made it personal with them, and then like it just kind of I don't see how she gets their votes.
I was just thinking that since everyone was against Tom and Tyson, it'd kind of be like they would kind of be. It depends on who else is there, really, because and what else happens, because like say Paul gets voted out by like probably wouldn't happen, but say like Chrissy and Drita like turned on Paul and voted him out, like he'd be pissed at them, and then maybe he just like votes for Kate by default or something like that.
So he would. Paul would, and like. they don't sequester the jury. I wonder if the jury like communicates at all, or if they're gonna like knowing that they're part of the jury, because he would be the one that Kate would want in that jury.
Yeah.
Since he lost to a bitter jury 2 times, like definitely 2 games that he should have won.
Yeah.
Like he lost to bitter juries.
Yep. What if Paul gets to the end and gets second place again for the 3rd time?
I don't know. It depends on who he's against. Like, one thing for sure, Drita cannot come to the finals. They got to get rid of Drita.
Yeah.
If Drita wins this game, I don't know how I watched this season, seriously. And who won last year? I don't remember who won last year, but the first year was such a disappointment with Bananas and that one year, just because, like, I don't want to see. There wasn't a really deserving winner that first season.
No.
And I really can't remember who won last year.
Was it Jesse, Mr. Spectacular?
Did he win? I think he made the finals, but it seems like it was bitter again last year.
It was him, Wes, and somebody else.
If it was Jesse, then I mean, I guess season 1 is really sticking with me. No, it wasn't. It was Safari Samuels.
That's right, Safari. The dude from he was from one of the dating shows, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
that's right. I forgot.
I don't even remember. I hardly remember him in the show, and he like.
Yeah.
I know it's a mainstay. It's not supposed to be a big time competition reality show, and they don't really have pride in it, and it hasn't been around long and stuff like that. But you gotta. The winner should be. It's House of Villains, man. Like.
Yeah. We are too invested in competition reality shows. It hurts our soul is the problem. Maybe we're the minority.
To see somebody to see these bitter juries or just like not having the show that well represented. The fact that Jesse or Wes didn't win last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of it's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, this again, and I really don't want to see it again if Drita gets to the finals.
Yeah.
Like, I think any of the others kind of have somewhat of a case.
Christine can't win, right? Like, no one's gonna vote for her, are they? What if it's Christine and Kate?
There's a world that Christine can. I think if she's been playing up, if she's been like, she just turns the switch, and gives coherent answers about why she should win, then write her the damn check.
Dude,
because
it'll be like
I think there's some of that there.
Yeah, it'll be like in Old School when Will Ferrell gives the debate. He like blacks out and just gives this great speech.
Absolutely. That's a great callback. That would be exactly what it's just like what happened right there.
If that were to happen, she would deserve to win for sure.
Yeah, she would. And I think that's pretty much her only shot. I think like Drita, if Drita gets in, like, I don't know, maybe not Tom and Tyson, but then it just depends on who gets eliminated before and goes to the jury.
Yeah.
And depends on who she's up against. Maybe she doesn't have another thing about it. She might not have as big of a chance as I thought. Like, I thought she was kind of clear ahead. It's kind of really up in the air, man. Anybody can win.
There's a lot of scenarios that could play out still.
Absolutely. I think Kate needs Paul on the jury.
Yes. Yeah.
She needs Paul, and then I think if it's the final 3 of her, New York, and Christine, I think Kate can win. Because I think Drita would also. I think Drita would also vote for Kate. I think Drita really likes Kate's gangster.
Yeah. Especially depending on how Drita gets sent out of the game.
But wait, does Ashley vote? And Johnny Middlebrooks. See, this is where Kate, like, she's so screwed. Johnny Middlebrooks, she sent him home. She put up Ashley, Tom and Tyson. Like, that's 4 against her right there.
Yeah. And then you got Plain Jane. I don't even remember who Plain Jane was like.
Paul. Plain Jane went off on Paul at the end.
That's right. Yeah. There's a lot to be sorted out.
I think if New York wins the final, that she probably wins.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think just from the OG factor, and so many people bitter, and then
I kind of don't want
Tyson
her to win.
Tom connection.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I kind of don't want her to win because I want her to come back next season. Just don't want her
she probably still would.
Yeah, maybe.
She probably still would
defend the crown.
Would probably be an early boot, but she probably still would.
Maybe she might even turn it up a notch, being the defending champ.
That's true. I mean, you think Joe Hell signed a 4-season contract? You think 3 was the limit? Is there gonna be a season 4?
I didn't know if there was gonna be a season 2, but here we are talking about 3.
But yeah, so there's a lot that can happen in this next week.
Yeah,
pretty exciting to see where it goes.
Everyone's got some sort of chance that's left.
I think so too. All right, anything else happening in the world of reality TV before we jump out of here?
No. I think we're in a slow time right now.
Big Brother rumors will start ramping up about how we're going to get a 14-player returning season, or like half newbies, half that.
They'll start in June, you think?
No, they shortened the season to like 85 days, right? So now they start after the 4th. I think usually the week after the 4th.
That sucks, man. I don't want to wait that long.
They're not in the house for the 4th of July anymore. Which back whenever feeds were good, when they were in the house, that day was always terrible anyway, because they let them go outside, and then there was like a big party down the street that played copyrighted music, so the feeds were always down for it.
Oh God.
So yeah, it was. They should have just kept them inside like little gerbils they are. Damn it! Don't let them enjoy the 4th of July.
It's probably Paul's house playing all the music that they could.
Yeah. Literally, they could reach it from there. But yeah, man, I can't wait for Big Brother. It's gonna be good times until it's gonna be really hard to pod during Big Brother, because you get highly invested in that, and a lot of times sometimes I try to turn the season off whenever the people I like get evicted, which is usually right in the very beginning of the game.
You do. You give up on the season sometimes.
The season sucks.
I'll say something about what happened, and you'll be like, I haven't watched this in 3 weeks. You're a bitter jerk.
I start off watching live feeds all the time, and then I just burn myself out on it after the people I like get evicted. But yeah, that's back whenever Big Brother was good. I mean, we don't even know if they're going to have live feeds again this year. They disabled the rewind feature last year. Might just got the BB around, just take them completely down.
Did they do that in Canada? They took them all the way off? They don't even have them?
They took them all the way off, and then the show ended.
Wow. I watched the first. I binged the first few seasons of Canada. I don't know, probably a couple years ago now. It was pretty good.
It was really good. Really like the host and everything.
Yeah.
But fortunately, they not only canceled the show, but last time they canceled the show, they got brought back because the fans were so pissed. But they demolished the studio as well, so it's not even there no more.
Well,
the house is gone, so you can't bring it back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, unless they build a new house sponsored by the brick.
Yeah, the brick. That's right. The brick. What's that, like Canadian Home Depot or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Oh man. All right, buddy. We'll be here next week. We got the House of Villains finale. And Survivor episode 10. We're getting
we're cruising right along
now.
What's that?
How many people's left now? 11?
Yeah, because we got rid
another. So we got another month.
Yeah. When's
the official end date? Has it posted yet?
They announced it, I think. Survivor finale date.
It's probably right before Memorial Day, I would imagine, at this
May
5 weeks
20th.
left.
May 20th. So we're looking at just over a month left.
Yep. So 5 episodes left, right? Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes, yep. Get down the final 5. There'll be final 6 that last episode, and then
finale will be the 5th episode from now. It's crazy. We're getting close. It's flown by.
It's flown by, and then we'll have a month and a half break before Big Brother.
Yep.
That's when the speculation really ramps up on Big Brother. Oh man, I almost got spoiled on the challenge.
No, you didn't.
Be careful. Be careful. Because I guess the season just got done filming. I didn't look long enough to be completely spoiled. I already forgot what it said or whatever. But yeah, it had the winners out there. The winners are out there.
God. Okay, that's good.
So be careful what you look at on Twitter, because challenge spoilers might be out there in full force.
Jesus, I just looked up when it's scheduled to air, and it says late summer, July or August.
Yes, and probably 3 months.
We got a ways to go. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a lot sooner than that.
Yeah, I think they usually do. What's weird is they didn't have a winter season this year. Usually they have 2 seasons a year, and then they.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They went down.
So this one, they haven't had All-Stars in a while either.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't have All-Stars this year, so I'm only 1 show this year, and it does run, like you said. It might not go till August, but they have so many damn episodes. It seems like it runs for like half the year or whatever. It's so long.
They break it up a lot. Yeah.
It's so long. I think they really need to go the Survivor route and make these, like, cut some of the scrap and try to, I don't know, August to December. It's good for people that are like really, really invested in the show, but just like it's hard to stick with something that long.
Yeah. I'm a sicko, so I usually
absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, catch you next week after Survivor 10.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy.
See ya.